This Chinese company Xiaomi earned the nickname of Apple of China due to its striking similarities in business strategy and market approach to Apple. Founded by Li Jun in 2010, Xiaomi initially built its reputation by offering high quality smartphones with premium features at significantly lower prices than competitors. The company adopted Apple's direct to consumer sales model, created a devoted fan base, and their founder even acted like Steve Jobs. If you have a look at their earlier phone models, you would really think they are Apple's iPhone. Xiaomi is now venturing into EVs and also into vision language models and large language models. In this video, we are going to install their latest vision language model, which is called as Xiaomi Mimo, on our local system, and we will test it out on various benchmarks. This is Fahad Mirza and I welcome you to the channel. This new model from Xiaomi, which is Mimo VL-7B-RL, is a compact yet powerful vision language model that seems to be based on Alibaba's Qwen Vision Language Model 2.5 to be exact. We are going to install it now and I will be talking more about its architecture. So interestingly enough, and on a lighter note, it seems that before Xiaomi was copying Apple and now they are copying their own brother from China, Qwen. So let's see what exactly they have done this time. I am going to use this Ubuntu system and my GPU card is NVIDIA RTX A6000 with 48 GB of VRAM. I am starting by creating a virtual environment with Coda. If you're also looking to rent a GPU on very affordable prices, you can find the link to Massed Compute in video's description. Plus, I am also going to give you a discount coupon code of 50% for a range of GPUs, so please do check them out. Okay, coming back to our terminal, our virtual environment is almost done. And now let me create all the prerequisites, which include a lot of stuff. If you look here, I'm also installing Qwen's VL utilities because they are needed as this model seems to be based on that model. This is going to take 5 to 6 minutes. While that happens, let me introduce you to the sponsors of the video, who are Matrix. Matrix lets you create a realistic world simulator where you can run repeated simulations as A/B tests for your marketing captions that allows marketers to test different angles and strategies, and you will find their link in video's description. Okay, now as our prerequisites get installed, let's talk a bit more about this model. So the model seems quite interesting, and especially the way it was created. The development of this model involved two sequential training processes: a 4-stage pre-training phase, which included projector warm-up, vision language alignment, general multimodal pre-training, and long context SFT or supervised fine-tuning. And that is how the model with SFT variant was created. And then a subsequent post-training phase was conducted where they introduced mixed tone policy reinforcement learning, which is a new framework that seamlessly integrates diverse reward signals spanning perception accuracy, visual grounding precision, logical reasoning capabilities, and human AI preferences. And that is how this model with RL or reinforcement learning was created, and this is what we are going to install in this video. If you have a quick look at its architecture, that is pretty interesting too. Now, the architecture consists of 3 components mainly. First is a vision transformer for encoding visual input such as images and videos. Then we have a projector that maps the visual encoding into a latent space aligned with LLM. And then third, the LLM itself, which performs textual understanding and reasoning. Also, to support native resolution inputs, they adopted Qwen 2.5 Vision Transformer as their visual encoder. And they have initialized the LLM backbone with Mimo 7B-RL base. That is a model which we also have already tested it out on our channel. As you can see here, this is not the first time I'm testing out this Xiaomi's model here. Okay, sorry, I think it just okay. It has opened and our Jupyter notebook, so I'll just open it meanwhile. So I'll take you back here. So we already covered the Xiaomi's Mimo 7 billion model sometime back. So if you're interested, check it out. That model is also involved in this model's creation. Okay, so that was a quick intro. I think our Jupyter notebook is ready and we can download our model. If you look here, I'm using this Quen 2.5's VL for conditional generation. And the model is being now downloaded, so let's wait. There are 4 shards of it. Okay, so the model is now loaded. Let's try to do the inference. So first up, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to give it this image, and you can see that I'm asking it what is the traffic condition in this image. And all I'm doing in this code, I'm just encoding the image and text prompt, and with a tokenizer of course, and then model is generating the output. We are decoding it back and printing the response out. So let's see how it goes. And there you go. So the model says heavy traffic. So it has thought very shortly and then given us the correct response. No details whatsoever. Okay, so next up I'm asking it where is this building and what is this building and where is it located. Let's see if it is able to do that. And I'm just going to run it and we will also check out the VRAM consumption. It is close to 17 gig of VRAM, which is not bad for a 7 billion parameter vision model. Okay, so I'll just close it. And it has, I'm not sure, I think it is correct, but it hasn't really given us proper full answer. It just says one word and that's it. That is interesting, and maybe I will increase this max new token next time. Okay, next up, I have given it this image and I am asking it, I'm driving a truck. Which lane should I take as shown in image? Give a detailed reasoning to your answer. Let's run this. Let's go down and check it out. I've increased the max token to 5 to it. Okay, that is a bit of an improvement. Still a very short answer, but anyway. It says as a truck driver, you should take the rightmost lane as shown in the image. This is because the electronic signs indicate that the left 2 lanes are closed and the rightmost lane is designated for autos, buses, and RV. Since trucks are not included in this designation, you should not use this lane. Instead, you should look for an alternate route. Okay, so you see there is a conflicting answer here in the first line and the last line. So, but I think eventually it got it right. It started wrong, but anyway, I will let you be the judge. Okay, next up, I'm just giving it this YouTube thumbnail, which I created some time back. And the question which I'm asking it is that, are there any people in this image? If yes, what they are doing? Let's see. The speed is quite good. It says yes, that's it. Maybe I'll just say, I have to say it like, give detailed answer. Let's see what it does this time. Yep, there is more detail there. It says there is a person in the image. The person is pointing to the right. Okay, so next up I'm going to test out the OCR or optical character recognition. So what I'm asking it that this is OCR directory. So what I have done in this local directory, I have placed various images in various languages, and I'm asking it to extract the text, identify the language. If there are multiple languages, specify each one, and then organize the output clearly showing what text is in which language. Then this is where I've just written some Python code to loop through it and then display the image and also just give me the language and the text, as you can see here. So let's run it. There it goes. First image is a handwritten one. It is processing it. Let's go down. So it did the thinking, and let me quickly check and compare. Maybe I will just make it a little smaller so that it fits here. Sorry about that. Let's check it. Okay, let me remove that. Okay. Now it is just doesn't give me the proper cells. This is better. Okay, so there you go. Yep, I can, if I just quickly check, because there are some cuttings too, but it has done wonderfully well here. Language is English, second one is Persian. So language it has identified correctly for each line. You know what, visually checking, I think it has done really good, but I would take your advice. If you're a Persian speaker, this is the image, and then you know what, visually looks quite good to me. Okay, then we have Arabic. There you go. Sorry, I'll just make it a little smaller. Yep, the first line looks quite good. So visually speaking, I think it is doing wonderfully good. Looks good. Because of course we would also need to have the fonts installed, which I don't. So pretty good effort. And this one should be easy enough. English. If I check the response, yep, looks spot on. But there is only one language. It is giving me the answer too, so a bit different, but that is fine. And then we have German. Let's see how it did with German. Okay, it didn't do any German. That is interesting. Then we have Romanian. It has done something in Romanian. Interesting that it couldn't do the German. Yep, Romanian looks quite good and it has identified it pretty nicely. Chinese simplified, that should be good enough because it is coming from China, so Xiaomi should have Chinese done, which looks good. Let me check Italian. Yep, Italian looks quite good. Then this is a multiple language, that should be fun. Okay, so yes, you see, it has identified these languages: English, Arabic, Urdu, and Portuguese one. So multilingual stuff is quite good with this model. Again, I'll just scroll through and we can check later. Czech looks good. Turkish, let's check the Turkish. Yep, Turkish also looks good. Korean, that should be fun. Yep, Korean looks good. Japanese also looks good to me. Yep, Japanese looks good. Let's check the Urdu. No, I think in Urdu it has tried to do it somewhat of, but I think it is then just hallucinating. Let's see Vietnamese. I'm just visually checking, so if you're a Vietnamese, please help me out. I think towards the end it just starts repeating stuff in some of the language. Okay, so you see, it has done some ruins and tried, but doesn't look good. Let's check the Swahili. Again, it has done initial bit quite good if I just compare it with this one, but I think this one is quite good in Swahili. Polish. Yep, Polish looks good. French looks good. And then Spanish looks good to me. Spanish should be easy enough. But about Greek, that should be hard. Okay, that, let me compare quickly bits of it. Okay, I think it has done a passable job there. What about Dutch? Okay, I think Dutch also looks good. Then we have this Ukrainian, which looks pretty good to me. Let's check the Hindi. I think visually checking looks quite good. Maybe this one is slightly off, but if you're a Hindi speaker, please advise. Let's check Hebrew. Nope, can't do Hebrew. It has printed Chinese here. Let's check Russian. So this is Russian. Okay, I'm not sure about Russian. Looks okay to me, but please advise. And then we have Portuguese. Yep, that looks good. Indonesian. Bahasa Indonesian. Yep, that looks quite good. Chinese traditional should be good. Yep, that's good. That's it. So looks pretty good to me. Okay, now let's try out one of the tables. Okay, so I have given it this table and I'm asking it to convert this table into JSON format. Let's see if it can do the tabular data and can convert it into structured output. Let's wait for it. Should be fun. There you go. So if I quickly check it, moon dream 2 billion, precision, yep, looks pretty good. Yep, that looks pretty good to me. So tabular data it can do very nicely. So OCR is good, tabular data is good, image understanding is quite good. Does the reasoning, but I don't see much detailed reasoning there. But look, as long as the answer is right, really who cares at the end of the day. That's it. Let me know what do you think about this Xiaomi's Mimo model. If you like the content, please like the video and share it, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you.